dark malt beer. It's very much like Guinness, but not as good as Guinness. Of course, right?
What's up guys, Ray here, Freedive Nomad, and I do videos about freediving and Taiwan and the small island I live on in Taiwan called Xiaoluqiu. And today's video is going to be a little bit different and it's about the best bars on Xiaoluqiu. And since I'm not much of a drinker anymore, I've literally been to one bar since I've lived here for over a year. I brought one of my students. Ooh.
Hi.
Joya, a little bit easier on the eyes than me. And just a reminder, don't drink and drive, not only because it's dangerous. Is it dangerous?
Depends on your ability.
Don't do it. And they also do sobriety checks here on the island as well, occasionally. So for your own good, don't drink and drive.
We're at Joe Scuba, which specializes in beers.
What's special about this bar?
So Joe Scuba is named after its owner. Her name is Jo, and she's a scuba diving instructor. What I like about this bar is that it's laid back, it's chill, and it's not too dark, and it's not too noisy, so you can have nice conversations. And I like beers myself very much, and I think this is the only place that I feel like I can actually get nice beers. And the people are nice, obviously, and people don't come here to get drunk. It's really for a nice drink and nice conversations.
I think one of the good things about this bar is that probably not a lot of the bars here have food to eat.
Do they have food here?
They got Luna Pizza right next door.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
And Luna Pizza is like, they got like a pizza oven on the back of a pickup truck, or a Taiwanese pickup truck, right? Like the best and only pizza place on the island.
Yeah, it's actual pizza. It's real, proper pizza.
I don't drink very much anymore. Since I started freediving seriously about 2 or 3 years ago, and maybe like 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, I was a bit of a, probably had a bit of an alcohol problem.
Who hasn't?
And yeah, now I'm married again, and I'm quite happy just turning in at 9 or 10 p.m. And so, yeah, I've only been to, this is the second bar I've been to in Xiaoluqiu. But before, my previous life, I used to, when I go to a new city or something, I would just, first thing is you check out the restaurants, and second thing you would Google about the nightlife. And so I thought I'd make a video about the nightlife and the bar scene in Xiaoluqiu. So Joya, how long have you been in Xiaoluqiu?
So I've relocated here on the first day of 2021. So that makes it a year.
Oh, just a year now.
Here. Yeah, just a little over a year.
You're very familiar with the bar scene here.
Yes.
Yes.
A bit like you, I used to go to bars much more, way more than I have been
In your
since I moved here.
Shanghai UK days?
Yeah. But I'm still quite familiar with the bars here, yeah.
And what about Taipei? Where are you from?
Taipei? Back in the days that I would still go to bars and clubs, that was maybe 10 years ago, so I have no idea about the bar scenes in Taipei now.
You're going to bars when you're 12?
No! No, I'm 31, so 10 years ago was when I was 21.
Okay. Can't tell.
Thank you. Wow, Asian genes, you should know.
Big beneficiary of them. Yeah, so how many bars are there in Xiaoluqiu?
I think I've counted.
Not counting the KTVs.
Not counting the KTVs, I think there is between 12 to 13.
And how many have you been to?
Maybe 10 of them.
So why'd you move to Xiaoluqiu?
For a lot of reasons. So I moved back to Taiwan from Shanghai back in 2020. I didn't want to go for an office job. I was already freelancing as a translator and interpreter, so I thought I could literally live anywhere in Taiwan and still make a living as long as I have Wi-Fi and my laptop. So I traveled a bit down south, and my friend told me about this free diving course in Xiaoluqiu, and I didn't know what free diving was.
Have you ever been to Xiaoluqiu before that?
No, I didn't even know Xiaoluqiu existed. I didn't know it was part of Taiwan before that.
Some people ask
I'm
me.
not the only person who
They're
didn't
like,
know.
I've seen on like the Facebook group. I've seen people like, oh, do you need like a passport, or do you need a test to go to Xiaoluqiu? Like,
I don't know why I didn't learn about Xiaoluqiu back in school. Maybe I did, but I'm not the only person who had no idea that this island was part of Taiwan until I came here. So I came for a free diving course, and I started making friends.
what month was that?
June.
So basically, it's 6 months from when you found out about this place. You're like moved here.
Yeah. So I took the course and I stayed a bit longer after the course. Really enjoyed my time here because the place is so small. You could walk to most places, and you could also bike to anywhere you want to go if you have the endurance. Because I didn't know how to scooter then. So I made a lot of friends who are from other southern cities of Taiwan, and I didn't want to go back up north to Taipei or Linkou where I live.
It's a lot cheaper here than
Yes,
living in Taipei
yes,
too,
definitely,
right?
definitely. The rent is okay. I wouldn't say cheap. It's a little bit difficult to find a place to live, but it's possible.
What am I drinking next?
That went down quickly.
Got a headache. Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
I can't have vodka.
Why not?
I go crazy when I have vodka. Well, I get in the most trouble when I'm drinking vodka. Drinking,
Drunk drinking, yes.
drunk drinking.
But that sounds funny.
How do I not know English? How do I not know English? So what do you do for a living? Did we bring that up?
So should I?
Tell the people.
So what I do to make a living, I have several jobs. So I'm a freelance translator, interpreter. I do very little interpreting now because of the pandemic. Nobody really
Interpreting means like in person,
live.
like the live, like
It's spoken only. So someone will say something, I would either speak simultaneously in the same time as they were speaking. They will be speaking English, and I'll be interpreting and speaking in Chinese.
Have you done simultaneous before?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
got to be the hardest thing.
It is the hardest.
Like
yeah,
listening and speaking at the same,
at
like
the same time.
in two languages.
Yeah.
That's so hard. Does that pay the most in terms of
Yes.
like translating
Yes.
interpretation?
Yeah. So I translate. And I also work for a firm that I used to work for full-time in Shanghai, and I work for them still now part-time, and that's another income. And then I teach little kiddies English on the island, and from this year I'm also working as a substitute teacher in a local elementary school.
And
I also babysit.
babysitting.
Yeah.
So if anybody's coming to Xiaoluqiu with kids and want to get rid of them for a few hours, so you can take a free dive course for me, and we'll set you up.
Yeah. Oh.
We're done with the first bar. We'll see you at the next one.
Yay.